What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. This morning on the right side of the map in the blue color playing as Oranos from DoD clan. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color playing as Set. His name is HellsRavage. The map is Ghost Lake. The gods were random and we have two of the most hated gods in Age of Mythology. We have Set and we have Oranos. We see the nice granary abuse here on those Aurochs there in order to take no damage at all. I actually think I've ever seen that. Managing to pick off one Auroch there for complete free. And we do note that Joe did take that first game against Hell's Zeus versus Ra. Zeus versus Ra, managing to take that game with some nice comebacks in the late game. Now we're going to be seeing the Hell's Set. We'll see what he can pull out here. 5 villages food. Houses has always been standard, then 3 villages gold. We don't have the priest getting anything just yet. He does see there's 9 caribou here, which is huge, but he has not found anything else. Looks like he's moving forward. Maybe he can take the Auroch before. Maybe this is what he's going for. Somehow knows there's an Auroch here. No, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. He retreats back. The watchtower would see the priest grabbing the Auroch anyways, and I'm sure that he wouldn't be able to get it before the Auroch finishes there. And going to be retreating here at this point. We do see the high and arrow Set running around as much as possible. Looks like he's going to be making his way through this caribou pack, and he's going to probably start stealing hunt. That will be the right maneuver, and that's going to be difficult. Well, it's going to be a little bit annoying for Joe, but here we go. Priest comes in, going to start grabbing those caribou. Houses are now up for Hell, so he's not going to get population blocked. Now the question is, does he just go straight to food, or does he make any wood villages? Set's one of those gods that really doesn't need wood for quite some time. If you've ever watched Joe play the game, he does not enjoy villages on wood until like 7 minutes into the game. He gets 2 town centers really, really fast, puts lots of villages on food, makes sure that he spams villages as fast as he possibly can, spending 100 food every 15 seconds on villages because he's got the 2 town centers, and then eventually he puts villages on wood in order to start getting out some of those slingers. But this is a completely different matchup. Set versus Oranos. We'll see. I don't think I've actually seen Joe play much Oranos at all. We do have the citizen gathering from this caribou and stealing caribou here. There we go. Going to be killing it though. If you kill the caribou, you don't actually get it though. And we are seeing Joe going to kill off every single one of these caribous so that Hells cannot grab it either. That's going to be a lot of food that he does lose, but it's better than losing. It's better than losing 150 food. So that's nice there. As the next citizen moves in, going to kill off this one, kill off that one, and then the priest's going to have to go and find something else to do there. He does know there's polar bear. Actually, maybe he doesn't know there's polar bear here. We do see that this relic here, Pygmalion statue, absolutely gigantic for Joe if he can pick that one up because is it 40%? Yeah, 40% villager hit points. If you then look at this citizen, let's just say it was 50% because my math isn't good enough. 80 extra HP. Maybe it's more like 60 or 70 extra HP there. But that's so much, and they can survive for so long against a lot of different things. We do see the temple is up, priests coming out, so it is looking like we're maybe going to be seeing some sort of shift play onto this location to shut off the hunt. We're very, very smart there. Do we see Heroic Age? Yes, not Heroic Age. Classical Age is coming through. Pharaoh moving on over here, and we're going to have that vision cast over here in order to cut off food while the classical edge coming through. We do see the Prometheus. We've got the Oracle Scouts in the town center. Vision does come down, and these units are going to be looking like they want to go through. We see that a nice shift onto this, but it's not going to be nice enough. Those villagers are going to get away from there, but we do see a lot of idle villager time now as we've got priests moving up into this location as well, forcing the citizens off those resources there. The Oracle Scouts come out of the town center, get the upgrade of Valor. Now the Oracle hero is going to be chasing this one around. Away Priest does fall. Pharaoh looks like he wants to come in over this location, maybe try and pick off these citizens. We've got counter barracks, double counter barracks coming up here. No second town center just yet for Hells. It looks like he's pretty close though, and he's going to be grabbing that one fairly soon. That damage that did not actually do all that much here. He is going to be trying to pick off these citizens, but the garrison micro of Joe is very, very strong, and it's lots of different options there. Pharaoh is going to be trying to pick off these Promethean offsprings, and he is going to be able to get at least the Promethean and then be able to potentially get away from here. Looks like the Term are going to be able to chase him down, and every time he gets a little whack, he slows down a little bit more. And there we go. One more little javelin throw. Oh, missing the Pharaoh there. Actually, maybe we'll be able to get away here. The Terma will be able to get a couple more throws in, but if he misses every time, fortunately not missing that time, or fortunately if you're going for the Oranos player, does manage to pick that guy off there. Second town center is on its way now for Joe. For Hells. I'm used to Joe playing set. Everything is backwards here. Do have 15 goat here as well. And that's very, very good and to gather later on. Are we going to see upgrades? We do have hand axe has come through. Pickaxe is surely to be coming through as well. But I guess we do realize Joe doesn't like pickaxe. But that's okay. We're seeing Terma move in now as the town center comes up. And these Terma are enough to pick off these two priests, as well as the priests do retreat out of here. We are seeing a little bit of a shockwave getting thrown down in order to pick off a couple of these villagers. And those villagers are going to be getting out of there, only able to pick off one of them at this point. And the rest are going to be retreating back onto these berry bushes here. Does need to get a lot of villagers on food. If we check out the food income currently for Hells, he's sitting at 100, and he does have 6 villagers currently on food, and then all these other villagers need to get on there as well. But we do see the Terma chasing around these villagers yet again. We don't see this town center getting auto-queuing villagers, which is a big mistake. We do have slingers pumping out now as well. But moving these guys over onto gold for some reason. I'm not sure what the dealio with that one is there. But Joe's putting on the pressure at this point. There's not really any location for him to attack though, which is kind of huge. Definitely needs to throw down a lumber camp here as well, so he can cut down on this walking time. But we do see the Terma look like they're trying to get in here, but there's not. I mean, they can actually run around this way and start attacking this, but wall's coming up now for Hells, and that's gonna. Oh, it doesn't actually get the middle wall up, but is going to be trying to pick off the villager, as the villager does fall there. Did alt-S it. Does stop Terma from coming in to attack this location. Do have those Oracle heroes falling as well. Laborers running in over here. Going to be building up that granary. And that's nice. We do see the Oracle hero does die as well. And more slingers coming out now for Hells. So Hells kind of stabilized. Got that second town center coming up. 8 minutes into the game. Very, very standard play there from Joe. And he's going to want to get up that third town center as well fairly fast as well. Otherwise, he will fall behind on the economy just a little bit. Unless he picks off a bunch of villagers here. We do have the Terma moving in here, and the villagers want to greet them with their daggers, but the Terma say, no, I'm going to just hit and run micro a little bit here. Try and pick off as many of these villagers as you possibly can. Unfortunately, not going to be picking off that villager. Doesn't manage to get us away with his life there. 4 HP left, and we've got the slingers in here now, but these Terma are quick Terma here. They get away from those slingers very fast, only losing 1, even though there was 8 slingers attacking them there. You're going to be seeing Joe regrouping somewhere else. Looks like the villagers moving forward. If you check out Joe's economy here, almost 300 gold and wood, and there we go. Third town center coming up. We see villagers also popping out as well, making those citizens coming out. That's nice. And medium Terma moving in. I see an armory now coming up for Hells. The big issue here for Hells, I think, is going to be grabbing this town center here. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. He's just completely exposed. It doesn't really get him anything, and he is going to have to try and get this gold mine very, very soon. You can see he's Only got 1,200 gold. It's one gold mine ghost lake here. Hells saying, Woolaloo, you still here? As Joe captures Black Lotus. He's trying to get some information out of Joe here, but Joe not given anything. Going for that second town center instead. If you check out the resources here, Joe not close to the heroic age, but is going to be eyeing off it just a little bit. 72 population to 85 population. I like that Joe's not overcommitting on the military here, but you definitely cannot walk into a bunch of slingers here with those Terma. It's just not going to work, and that's why that's why slingers are a really good option against the medium Terma as a defensive thing. You never want to really leave the base. Do we have Shadoof out just yet for Hells? No Shadoof just yet, but he does have Pickaxe. That's got to feel good. Armory now coming down for Hells as well. How close are we? Getting, oops, that's Joe. Getting very close. He's almost at 800 food, and we are seeing that third town center is up. So we're going to see all of these villages getting built, trying to get there as soon as you possibly can. There are some Gazelle of Set here, which I don't think Joe realizes he can hunt from those. Maybe he can hunt from them, maybe he can't. I'm not sure. But we are seeing Joe chilling at this point. He's chucking down a military barracks so he can start building those Murmillo, and then he can get out even more units. But he's slowing down on the production. It looks like he wants to get to the next age. Looks like Hells is lagging just a little bit, which is very, 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 very sad. I mean, yeah. If you see someone else is yellow, then it is. If I can go. HellsRavage, ravage, it is you. Okay, I think that works. I think you can whisper in LAN games, but yeah. So we'll see what happens here. They may decide to slow down or something, but I'm not sure. Got the armory coming up. And more of these goats are going to be falling. Did he get husbandry? He did get husbandry. He's got hand axe. He's got pickaxe. Villagers popping out here. Does stop these villages. These farms look really weird when you place them onto like these locations here. It's super strange. But we do see Thea coming through for Hells. I love Thea. Thea's a nice one. It's very nice as well. But yeah. There's the option, not going through Hyperion. Maybe he's trying to make a point that that Oranos doesn't need Hyperion to be strong. Seeing these farms just coming up in the back here, I'm so confused. He's got berries here as well. Like farms gather quite a bit slower, right? Is it 164 or 1.64 versus 1.52? So you want to get these berries before you get the farms, but not doing that one just yet. Not feeling good. And we are going to be seeing more military barracks coming out. Maybe going to start building some Contarius, or just go straight to the Mythic Age, cast like Tartarian Gate on this location, and then start trying to fight here maybe. Or Tartarian Gate somewhere else, or go for this town center. So many different options. But it looks like Joe decided to chill just a little bit, and Hells is red for me, which is very, very sad. His internet is under pain. Power's coming up now, so it looks like Joe just planting down buildings here, kind of unaware of what he's doing here. But he does have the full population of villages as well. He can't build any more villages. So his economy is really, really strong. And we do have heavy slingers out right now. So he does have the 17 range on those slingers versus these Terma. Joe says, let me fix, but I think it's Hells. Here we go. Does this work? Dodd, I am Joe, __. It is Hells, I think. I think it is you. You are showing as right. Okay, Ipit says you don't want to gather berries if you already have plow. Apparently, The more you know, the more you know. Fair enough. Fair enough. Joey is so much better than me. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm lagging now. I've seen both of them as red and yellow. I guess I can jump back into the lobby and check the ping, but let's see if that's me or not. No, I'm still 391 with both of them. I know it's not amazing, but that's it. Grant says, why Hecate always over Helios? Helios is good in like deathmatch because you have the resources to spam all units and then attack a location and replenish and attack a different location. But in 1v1s, you don't really have the units to abuse that. So you need to use Tartarian Gate in order to distract your opponent and get some advantage somewhere else. Got the destroyers out, hero destroyers as well, so they tank even more armor here. Look at that, 69%. Shockwave goes down onto those slingers as well. Not the best micro here from Joe, not really getting onto those slingers too well, but Hells not microing very well either. We do see Ancestors comes up. We've got Migdol Stronghold up as well. Those hero destroyers jumping onto that Migdol Stronghold do so much damage, so very, very fast. But the slingers are targeting down the destroyers here, and the destroyers are going to be falling as Hells is making his push into here at this point. Siege Workshop now coming up, and a lot of these units pushing forward. We've got the medium archers and dying, and we have Siege Workshop coming up. Watchtower is under siege now, and now we're going to see, is Hells going to be able to take down a town center? He needs to get something out of this. He is very all in. We do have this town center coming up, so I guess he's not as all in, but we do have the destroyers over here, medium and mill over here as well, and we are going to be moving in onto the town center. Maybe going to be picking off the military barracks, and then the town center is an option in order to just slow down at Hells, but this is just stuttering quite a bit, which is very unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? We do see Ancestors does finally expire. Dryads are trying to get produced here, but looks like Joe's struggling a little bit on the resources here. Yeah, Hells has got like 1,000 gold in the bank, and Joe could really use that. He's got these siege towers moving in. They don't really have any protection though, so these citizens should just garrison into the town center, pop out, pick off these siege towers, and it should be okay. But it looks like he's not really focusing on this one just yet, trying to deal with this. And we still see the siege towers doing this. Here we go. Now the citizens do it after the town centers are on nearly half HP. Going to be able to pick off these siege towers really, really fast. You see they do, what is that? 300% bonus against the siege towers. Villager does get picked off. Town center is sitting at 434 HP, so he just needs to get a couple more hits onto it. But it does look like Hells is going to be have enough now to push through and stop this location. Says my shift was a disaster. Unfortunately, that's a GG. Well played there by Joe, taking the game, and it's currently 2-0. And that's a very difficult one there for Hells to pull off. Joe had a really nice map as well. He's saying he had back gold, he had back everything. He had like a bunch of caribou here, and he had forward gold from Hells, so he couldn't really do much with that either. And thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much on this Sunday. Hopefully you enjoyed it all, and if you did, feel free to hit that follow button or even subscribe if you feel real generous. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'll give someone a host somewhere, and yeah.